Hi. So I wanted to. I was talking yesterday to Louis Michael Rhinehart. He puts together the Mars conferences. Louis said that he is in contact with Andrew Basiago, and he talks to him frequently. I haven't had any contact with Andrew. I sent him a couple of emails, but he never replied back. The last time I got anything from him was, I think it was in August of 2017. I told Louis I'd like to get Andrew elected president in 2020. Louis didn't think that it would be possible. I've heard him say that Andrew gets elected in 2024. I can tell you from talking to Phil Corso Jr., he's and one time he said that because Philip Corso Jr. sent the Roswell ship to 1947. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So Philip Corso Jr. gave a talk many years ago at a conference, and he said that he sent the ship back from the year 2032. And then recently he did an interview with Kevin Moore. Kevin Moore has a television show in the UK, or actually he has an internet show. And he told Kevin Moore that he sent the ship from the year 2034. So Louis Michael Rhinehart said that Andy gets elected in 2024. I thought it'd be, and he said that he had heard that Andrew was in his 60s, I guess, when he gets elected. But I would like Andrew to get elected in 2020. And I was just doing some reading, and there's a woman I tried to get in contact with that Andrew Basiago says was involved in the Mars Teleportation project with him, and that's Regina Dugan. Regina was the head of DARPA. She was appointed by President Obama, and President Obama was also in the Mars Teleportation project with Andrew. Andrew, remember seeing, and he was using the name Barry Soetoro at the time. He was attending Occidental College. This is before they pretended that he went to Columbia University. He was attending Occidental College in California, Southern California, and he was using the name Barry Soetoro. Andy saw him, Bernard Mendez saw him, William Brett Stillings saw him, Regina Dugan was also in the class, and I think Andrew said Regina was like 16 years old, and she's a very bright woman. I saw that she went to work for Google. After she was at DARPA, she went to work for Google. Google's really corrupt. I have a video about it. She left Google, which I think was a good thing. I feel bad that she had to work there. Larry Page and Sergey Brin are not nice people. They stole my blog content, and I emailed them, and they won't return it. Actually, it's Sundar Pichai, who recently gave a talk, a testimonial to the House Judiciary Committee, and I contacted all of those members and told them what a corrupt man Sundar is. He's a real bastard. I mean, he stole my blog content. He won't give it back. He doesn't deserve it. That's my creation. I created that. I wrote that material. It belongs to me. They won't give it back. And Larry Page and Sergey Brin are Sundar's boss. But I can see why Regina Dugan left. I think it would be nice to get in touch with Regina, or to have Regina maybe get in touch with, I don't know, Bernard Mendez or Andy. Maybe she should get in touch. I hope nobody minds me saying this, I think Regina should get in touch with Andrew Basiago, because I think she's a decent person. President Obama is not a decent person. He was in the Mars project. I had heard that that Bernard Mendez had been contacted by the office of the president when Barack Obama was in office, the office of the president contacted Bernard Mendez and told him that President Obama would acknowledge that he had been in the Mars Teleportation Project after he got out of office. And he hasn't done that. He was also in Newtown, Connecticut after the news media reported that there was no shooting there. And he was meeting with victims. There are other news agencies showed him with the victims and reported that people had been killed, but then the news media reported that nobody died. And that's what the Secret Service knows, but they're not talking about it because it's their job to make sure it's a safe environment for the president to go into. But yeah, I thought it would be nice to, if Regina could get in contact with somebody. Maybe she could contact Lewis, Michael Rhinehart. I had sent an email to Jeff Bezos, the chairman and CEO of Amazon, and invited him to participate in the Mars conferences. But I never heard back. I know that he has a team of people that that read his emails. They stopped replying back to me when I emailed them. I think it was about Wi-Fi causing cancer, because the Kindle devices, you have children using Kindle devices, they're being exposed to the microwaves that come off of the device, and like young girls, their eggs can be damaged. It damages the mitochondrial, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, mitochondrial DNA, and they will have birth defects forever. Each generation will have birth defects because it never corrects itself. And so when I emailed Jeff, I also emailed Kimberly Shea at Brookfield Property Partners, and I emailed Kirsten Nielsen, the Secretary of Homeland Security. And then shortly after that, Amazon announced that they were opening up their new headquarters, and one of the headquarters was, one building was going to be in Queens, New York, and the other one I think was going to be down in Virginia. And it was at that time that Amazon stopped communicating with me. Although I did get an email yesterday or the day before with a book suggestion, which I think is normally generated by artificial intelligence, but I could tell by what was in the email, it was a book recommendation for a book called The Dark Heart by an author that lives in Sweden, and I could tell that it wasn't generated by artificial intelligence. So I emailed it back to Jeff, and then he created he sent a Twitter message out yesterday, and in the Twitter message he was commenting on some man that took over some project for helping little children, and in the email there was the word page was spelled backwards. It was the first or last letter of several words, and P-A-G-E. It was like energy, something or other. He was talking about the man that took over this project. And I had asked Olivia Munn if I could go bowling with her and Gal Gadot. And Gal, I'm sorry to say her name right, Gal, G, and then Olivia, O, go bowling. So I'm guessing Jeff read that. I don't know for sure or not. Jeff's pretty smart. He attended Princeton. I think Regina Dugan should get in touch with Andrew Basiago or Lewis, Michael Rhinehart, or Bernard Mendez. Probably get in touch with Andrew, although Andrew, I'm told, is not feeling well. I'm going to stop talking. Regina, get in touch with someone.